What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of American Soul Season 2, Episode 2, Fame. Y'all, this is probably the first episode that I didn't know not a bit of the music. Not one doggone song. I didn't know the group that was on stage. I was like, I wasn't grooving to this episode like I could have been. It was like something was missing. Like, what was the... I don't know. Do y'all know who that group was? The Power of Thunder? Thunder of Power? And I was very shocked to see, first of all, it was a mixed group. Like, the band was predominantly white, even though the lead singer was black. So I was very shocked to see that too. Like, now I know I grew up on the average white band. Those was my boys and stuff like that. But I just didn't ever expect an interracial group to be on Soul Train, especially since Don trying to keep it all black, you know what I'm saying? So I was very surprised to see that. And I never heard of that group. I never heard of that song. But anyway, we start off with Don. Him and who I call Jerry, his name is Brooks. He down there at this... I thought it was a record deal or a record company, but I found out it was a guy who basically got his hand in a lot of advertising. So maybe it's an advertising agency, whatever. They got an appointment for 10 o'clock to go meet up with this dude, Sims, right? Well, it's now 11, and they still ain't been called back to the appointment. But every other person that's coming in that door is getting called back there to see him. Don is like, what the fuck is going on, right? You know what I'm saying? So he go up there to talk to the secretary. He tried to flirt with her a little, see if he can get her to get him into the door, whatever, pass his card, come on down the Soul Train, do your thing, right? And she was like, okay, whatever. What you want me to do? Oh yeah, I'll let you know, like I said in the beginning, when he ready to see you, he'll see you. So when the 11 o'clock appointment showed up, I was like, oh, hold the fuck up. So he went off, you know what I'm saying? The dude was like, give me a couple minutes, give me 2 shakes, I'll be back in a second, right? Don was pissed. So he flipped over the candy dish. Them peppermints ain't did nothing to you. Don is hot-headed. I understand. I do understand, though. Although Don is fucking hot-headed. And Jerry's like, calm down, man. You can't do him like that. He's sorry. No, he ain't sorry. You know exactly what you was doing, bro. You was trying to play me to the left. Don really has no respect in the industry because he's a fucking hothead, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all season 1, after probably about episode 2 or 3, I realized I don't like Don Cornelius, you know what I'm saying? I can't take away from his role in black history as far as the music industry is concerned, but as a person, and knowing that at least 75 to 90% of this show is real facts based off of Don Cornelius, I was like, I don't like him as a person. I don't at all. So we still kind of getting caught up with the characters about what's really going on with their background and how they got to where they was at, the 2 years that we skipped over that we missed, right? So we go back to JT, and JT is going into this little building, little record agency, pretending that he got some flowers for somebody. And at the same time, we flashing back to when he first started to work for Gerald. Gerald is teaching him how to identify a gun, how to want to see if he know how to take it from somebody. Because JT a little dude, he ain't no big, strong dude. Let me see if you really about that life, right? So, I got an eyelash in my eye. It's really bugging the crap out of me. Maybe that's my hair. Okay, maybe it's my hair. My hair is really wild, y'all. I had my live stream birthday party yesterday here on YouTube. Thank you all who all came through. But my hair has been fluffing up ever since, right? And I just ain't putting on no more heat to it yet. I'll do it before I go back to work. But yeah, so JT going up in there and, Gerald basically tell him, you need to watch out for us cool cats, the dudes that's dressed in the nice suits. Look for the bulges in their back and stuff like that. So JT was able to disarm him of the gun and pin him up and everything. And then Gerald put a knife on him. He say, hey, one other thing you gotta learn about us cool cats, the ones that's like me, we carry more than one weapon, bruh. We stayed strapped, you know what I'm saying? We stayed strapped. But he had to realize that JT had broke down that gun. When he realized JT was putting that gun back together to give it to him, he realized, oh, this kid got something after all. So let me go ahead and roll with him. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? You know, big dude Willie, I think that's his name, the one that got killed last week. Yeah, he was back there vouching for JT. Like, yeah, I told you, man, give him a chance, right? So then we go back to see what JT is doing present day. JT is going in there to meet with Wood. Wood name is Wood Harley. You know, so they called him Harley on the show. I called him by his first name, Wood. Maybe it was Harley Wood. It was one of them two. I think it was Wood Harley. But he going there to meet with Wood and basically threatening him about Simone. Now Simone evidently done fucked him up because his nose is broke. And you know, they didn't show us what exactly JT did to Harley, but he was able to disarm his security. He said, sit down, don't run up on me like that. Handcuffed him with his own cuffs, threw him to the back and said, let's talk, bro. Let's sit here and talk about what you did to Simone, okay? So I'm thinking JT probably whooped his ass some more, right? But it's basically saying JT is still looking out for people. He's still looking out for people. We go back over to Soul Train. We got the dances, baby. The lockers was in the building. I was like, oh, what the bow, dang, bow, dang, dang, y'all can't see me do my knees part, but I'm doing all this stuff, right? I was so excited to see the lockers. Cause you know, they was dancing on Soul Train. They was dancing on a whole bunch of shit. The lockers was doing good. Now remember, when Soul Train first started first season, these were the dancers that Don kicked away, that Don got into it with because he wanted to pay them in fucking fried chicken, right? That's them. Well, they done did some big things since then, but they done been on Cher. Remember Sonny and Cher show? I don't know if y'all old enough for that, but I remember Sonny and Cher. I remember that she had that long black hair, just, yeah. I remember Sonny and Cher. So yeah, they appeared on there, they was dancing, but when they go on there, they introduced them as the dancers who started on Soul Train. So they doing their thing now. They back on Soul Train getting their dance. Y'all, I was so disappointed when I saw the heavy set dude in the background. I said, Fred Rerun Berry, also known as Fred Rerun Stubbs, off of What's Happening. I saw him and he was back there and he was getting his he was sitting in the chair and he was doing his thing, and they brought out all the lockers. They brought out all the lockers. They was doing their things. They was flipping, they even had to let the girl dance. They was doing everything. And Rerun never got up to dance. I was about to get up out of my skin like St. Louis represent, because y'all know Rerun is from St. Louis. He from the Loop, represent. We got dancers up in the building. And they didn't let that curve dance. I was so mad. I was so mad at this episode. I think I was done with the episode at the beginning. I was done. I didn't care about nothing else that was going on because Rerun didn't get to dance. Nothing else. Now, while they, Tessa was talking to, the lead other rappers, I forgot what his name was. She was talking to him, and they was discussing how the fact, Don didn't really care about their success. He didn't really support them, and Tessa trying to say, as long as Soul Train name on it, Don cool with it. He got money back, and he get the advertisements because of y'all. He's all good. It's all gravy, baby. And he was like, yeah, I don't think so. So, when Don shows up, I might be going out of order like I always do because I ain't got no notes. When Don shows up, Don comes through like, what you doing? Something ain't right here. You fucking up, you know what I'm saying? He went to go pull old boy off to the side. My dogs. My mama was mess with my dog. Pull old boy off to the side, right? And they get into an argument with the cameraman. Excuse me, is too busy focusing on Don and old boy arguing and shit, so he ain't getting the right angles and the right cuts. He ain't getting the whoever that group was up on stage, the Thunder Power, the Power of Thunder. He ain't getting them in the shots. Tessa, she done turned into a stone cold bitch. I don't know if I like this Tessa. She wasn't no pushover in the beginning, right? But she's an asshole now. I got a tickle in my throat. And it's really bugging me. Out under the weather, y'all. My eyes been draining all day. Can't get that tickle out my throat. Yeah, okay. Tessa came into she turned to a bitch. And she going off on the sound guy. Then she get into an argument with Don. She is acting just like him. It's making me not like her at all because she acting like Don, and I don't like Don. You know what I'm saying? And her and Jerry, I always get into it. I'm like, what is Jerry's role? He basically, I guess, is the PR person. He's supposed to be the marketing person, the one to go find Don the money. Is that what he do? And Tess is supposed to be like the director or whatever, or the producer, but she wants to direct the show. That's basically what it is. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I think that's Don's job is to direct and host. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with them, but it was getting on my nerves just watching her. It was getting on my nerves just watching her. Well, JT goes over to talk to Simone. Simone evidently is a drunk these days. But before that happened, Tessa was hosting, the line for the dancers to get in. It got a little longer, right? And Simone in line again. It's 3 years later. And Simone is in line. Tessa got a whole ass attitude. You don't want to come here to dance. You didn't ever want to dance in the first place. Your whole thing is to come here and get to our band members, right? So you can go and get out of line. They be picking people who's picking choosing who's gonna come in there and dance. And it was like, no, you can go and bounce. We don't want you. And Simone was looking like, really, Tessa? As much as I've been down for you, for real? That's how you gonna treat me? Yeah, go on scat, right? At the same time, Don is in the parking lot with Dick Clark arguing. I was like, what is going on? When did Dick Clark get gangster? I didn't realize that Dick Clark was supposed to be this gangster, this ruthless, this thuggish, you know what I'm saying? But Dick Clark basically is taking the lockers with him. He gonna take him over to American Bandstand. And Don is like, you just trying to capitalize off of black bodies. He's like, dude, I've been having black people on my show before you. Don said, go ahead and rewrite history if you want to. So they going back and forth about that. And it just got real ugly because I think Dick Clark was getting a new game show. Was it the Family Feud? Didn't Dick Clark do Family Feud? And it's supposed to be right next to the Soul Train studio. Yeah, all that animosity was going on. You know what I'm saying? Him and Dick Clark been having this battle from the beginning because he wanted to buy Soul Train from him pretty much and run it himself. That's basically what Dick Clark wanted to do. Okay, so like I said, JT go over there to Simone's and talk to her about rushing up on Wood. And she like, I came to myself, I whooped his ass, you seen him, you know what I'm saying? So JT kind of roughed her up a little bit. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with you, JT? He done turned into Nate. And last week I said Nate was Clark. No, Simone and them family, they are the Clark family. Nate's name is Barker. And Simone got doggone mama name is Brienne. That's Kelly Price's name. I smart. I remember. So, yeah, he go over there and he rough up a little bit. And she couldn't break out of his hold. And it was basically to tell her, you ain't as tough as you want to be. He said something to her, though, that kind of threw me off. He said, don't fight me. Next time, run. Escape. Don't try to fight a dude. I'm a fighter. And I'm probably one of them people that's gonna, if somebody hurt me and attack me, I'm probably one of them people that's gonna go back for revenge. If I didn't get him right then, I'm gonna get him another way. I'm probably that person. And if a dude swing on me or try to harm me, I'm gonna try to fight, I believe. But at the same time, I was thinking about a situation where somebody attacked me, and I was like, what did I do in that situation? I did try to fight, but I didn't win. And luckily that person wasn't trying to kill me. And that's basically what JT was trying to tell her. You never know what's going to happen. Somebody could be bigger, stronger, faster, harder than you, and they might be just willing to take your life and not just hurt you. So try to escape. So, I guess in a sense, it kind of does make sense. He was trying to give us some advice, because dudes like that don't give no fucks. They don't give no fucks, what I'm saying. So, but see, Simone thinks like you just trying to take over my motherfucking life. That's basically what you're trying to do. And she got this whole animosity with her mama now that I'm not understanding. Basically, Brienne has been taking care of JT, after his injury. I can't even really call it injury. After he was attacked and left for dead by Nate. She feels responsible for that because she brought Nate into their lives, right? So she feels responsible for that. So she started taking care of Nate, trying to patch him up or what have you. And Simone saying, you're just doing the same thing. You just like fixing broken cars. You know what I'm saying? You like bringing the broken jalopy home and trying to work on it as your own. And that's exactly what you're doing now with JT. Don't be running off to him, telling him all my business, confiding in him like he family. He not our family. He not part of us. You know what I'm saying? But she made a comment about if she come home every day and that's all she do is pick Simone up off the floor every night. So that's what made me think Simone must be an alcoholic right now. She drinking heavy. We still do not have any information on her brother. I gotta sneeze now. What is going on in my life? Thank you. I know y'all said bless you. Thank you very much. Her brother. When she went down there for the audition, she ran into Flo, and Flo was like, "Oh, you big time now, huh? You too big for us here." So I'm not quite sure you don't want to be up here in this joint with us, Flo was really one of the big time dancers at Soul Train. She is portraying a real character, that star, and she said, "Yeah, say hello to your brother." So something happened with the group that we still have not been privy to, that information. Something definitely happened with her and the brother where they not together no more. But somehow Flo came back to Soul Train. Tessa didn't have no problem with that, you know what I'm saying? Because she had left to go be in the group as well. So, okay. So maybe we don't get some more of that as the time goes on. In the meantime, like I said, Don, he's in the club. Just kicking it, Just kicking. I forgot the name of the group that was on stage. I think I remember that song, but it's not something that's coming to memory right now. I think I knew that song, but I forgot who the hell that group was. Y'all help me out. I'm telling y'all, I'm kind of ill right now, and my memory is fading and slipping in me right now. So, Don's sitting there, and who shows up? Ruby. I don't understand her angle. I'm not sure. Maybe she just want to get under Gerald's skin by getting close to Don. So she sit down and smooths her way into his little reserved space, whatever. JT go to the back, say, "Hey, Don out there." Okay, cool. I don't really care about Don. Yeah, he out there with company though. And so Gerald goes out with JT, and now Don is leaving. He's a hoe. He's trying to leave with Ruby, go off to Mulholland Hills. I think that's where Lookout Mountain is at. He'll go out there with her and smash Dad's most likely, right? And Gerald approaches him outside like, "What the fuck you doing here, Ruby? What you doing with him?" At first, Don was trying to introduce him. "This is my partner." She's like, "I know who he is." And he was like, "I know who she is." He's like, "It's something I need to know." He said, "You need just to watch out for her ass, though. Watch out." So I don't know what Don did, what he took the heat, the message, because he always think he know every motherfucking thing, right? But whatever it was, he said, "You know what, we finna cut this night short. Let's go ahead and go our separate ways." She was like, "Fine, I didn't want to be with you anyway. I was going anyhow." So she went her separate ways. So like I said, I don't know what Ruby's angle is. So okay, like I said, once Don had the argument with the lockers and they walked the fuck out, now they couldn't finish the episode. Tessa up at night stressing about not having this episode done. Jerry come up to her and basically tell her, "You just need to do it." I'm saying, you basically the janitor. You need to clean it up. That's what the fuck a producer is. Clean the shit up and get something done. Don't cry about it. Be about it. I think he got a thing for her. For the past couple episodes, it's only been 2 episodes, but these past couple episodes, all this snarky commenting he gives her back and forth, I think it's because he got a thing for her. And I really, really, really don't want to see Tessa and Jerry together. That's just, I don't. I really don't. For he looked dirty all the fucking time. You know, I love Daryl Dixon on The Walking Dead, but he was always dirty looking all the fucking time. Jerry dirty all the motherfucking time. He need to wash his fucking hair. He gets on my doggone nerves. I don't like Jerry as a character either. I just hate looking at that man on my damn screen. Gosh, I'm judgmental. I know. But okay. Anywho. So we go back in there and I forget what the fuck I was talking about. Tessa. So she decides to call a 7 a.m. reshoot. But since most of her dancers walked out, she got to find new dancers. So Simone gets to get called in. So, you know, and Brienne was happy that Simone was going. And Simone somehow took that as an offense. That her mama was happy she was going to be dancing again. You know what I'm saying? She's like, don't make it something bigger than what it is. Like, Simone, what is your attitude about? What is this chip on your shoulder about? You the one who went off to New York and failed. Fuck. What the fuck you mad at everybody else for? Is your mama singing at the Soul Train Club now? She doing something that you wish you could be doing? Is that what it is? Because I know she mentioned last episode, it's a really big deal to be singing at the Soul Train Club. And you not. You ain't singing no more. You ain't following your dreams no more. You getting fucked with no Vaseline out there in the industry. And your mama doing it big. Is that why you so salty with her? Because I don't understand your attitude, Simone. I really don't. I don't understand. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old girl. Okay, so anyway, doing a little reshoot. Like I said, since most of the dancers didn't show up, they dancing. But Don, he can't stand the way Tessa did this shit. He's surprised she got it put together at the last minute. But as far as the stage direction, she still ain't got it. He said, you can't fill my shoes, boo. Leave that to the big boys. Let me do what I do. You sit back and watch, okay? Now, the Asian girl in there, y'all remember her on Soul Train? Her hair was down to the floor. This Asian girl, they stopped her waist hurt. But the Asian girl had a real long hair down to the floor. I didn't think she came on Soul Train that early. I don't remember her being on Soul Train that early. I thought she was later on. I don't know. I could be wrong. Soul Train stayed on a lot of years, you know. After Don Cornelius, it was Simone Moore, I think. It stayed on a lot of years. So when the Asian girl with super long hair, she the one that made me want to grow my hair long enough. But I never thought she could dance. Never. She just looked good for the camera. And I guess she must be Polynesian or Hawaiian. That's probably why they was representing her with the flower in her hair at the time. You know, I just called her the Asian girl. I've always called her the Asian girl. But I just love seeing her on camera though. Because I just love seeing her flip her hair. But I just never thought she could dance. I never thought she could dance. I just remember Rerun. Man, I remember Rerun. He had that slow-mo. Bam, that was the name of his dance that he used to do on that line. Man, I'm so mad they didn't make him dance. I'm so mad they didn't make him dance. They could have got a big boy dancer that knew how to dance. They could pop, lock, and drop it. They could have did that. But no. Rerun was one of the best pop lockers in the fucking lockers. You don't hear me? Okay, so anyway, they retaping the show. Don getting his angles, whatever. Off to the side, who is there? Ruby. Girlfriend, why are you there again? Why, girl, why? Okay. And I didn't understand her angle. Why you show up in the first place? Because then once y'all got to talking, Don was like, okay, I need to know what's going on between you and Gerald, what history y'all have. She's like, he won't be happy about that. And I want you to know. He said, well, I guess we could be friends. I don't need no new friends. What are you there for, sis? Somebody explain to me Ruby's role. I don't know. I don't understand what Ruby's interaction with Don was. Why she show up at Soul Train? You know, I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. Okay, so we didn't get any more on Simone. We didn't get any more on Tessa and her wannabe directorial debut. But what we did get is Don. Don got invited to the Merv Griffin's club with Brooks and the dude Sims. Now Sims, the one who was ignoring him in the beginning, he want to work with him, right? And you know, this is a predominantly white club, but they got to know the now music going on. And they go to the back. Who was back there? Elton motherfucking John. You know what I'm saying? Elton John. Elton John said he loved Soul Train. He wished Soul Train was showing over in Britain. Every time they come to America on a Saturday, he makes sure they sit down and watch. And he wants to be on Soul Train. How can we make that happen? Don was like, hold up, what? Soul Train. So he goes back out there and he goes to Sims and like, hey, so are you telling me that you want to work with me because of me? Or you only want to work with me because of John Elton? I said John Elton. Elton John. And because I think he said like Elton John was telling him, you know, Bowie like you, and you know, it's a lot of people overseas that like your show. Basically telling him these are potential people that could be on here. Like I said, now Don has always wanted to keep this show with black artists, even though that last group, the Future of Power, the Power of Future, whatever, was an interracial group. I was surprised about that. But then Sims is like, baby, we can make some money off this. So regardless of why I came back, having Elton John on your show is going to bring in the advertisements that you want and that you need. And I do know for a fact that Elton John was the first major white artist to appear on Soul Train. I mean, like I said, they had the interracial group, and they probably had some like little underground nobodies. But as far as a major international superstar, Elton John was the very first white one to appear on Soul Train. So yeah, I guess he gonna make a deal with the devil. Now, before they got to that point though, I thought this is what I was gonna find out. Don ended up sleeping with the white girl from the advertising agency in the beginning, Sim's secretary. And when he got into the restaurant, they introduced and they talking to each other. And he was like, yeah, I changed my mind. I want to work with you. Things going good. Don's asking, okay, does this have anything to do with the secretary, so to speak? You know, she kind of clueless. She's a little bit shallow on the thing. And because Don put her ass out. He was like, it's time for you to go. She was like, you rushing me out of here? He's like, shit, yeah, it's time to go. Bye. Here, get your drawers and get to stepping, right? Your cab is waiting for you. Beep, beep. It was blowing horn outside, you know what I'm saying? And the dude, Sims, was like, yeah, you know, she ain't too bright, whatever. But that's what I get for her. My cousin, my neighbors, my uncle, my neighbor's 16-year-old. Now, Don is like, nope. He done slept with a 16-year-old white girl. Don fucking Cornelius. That girl didn't even look grown, first of all. Didn't even look good. Don, you a hoe. You a hoe. You can't even keep your dick in your pants, and this is how you end up in situations like this. You done slept with a 16-year-old. 16, Don motherfucking Cornelius. I know you didn't know, but you're supposed to check facts. Ask some questions, motherfucker, instead of just going in with your damn dick. So anywho, when they say, I got a surprise for you, and they walk to the back, I thought he was gonna go back there with that damn 16-year-old girl and bust her out on Don's ass. But like I said, it happened to be the meeting with Elton John. And I know that Elton John ended up singing on Soul Train. I want to say it happened before I was born. I want to say it was 72, 73 that happened, you know. But I remember that he was the first one. I do remember that. But yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, he got this ongoing battle with Dick Clark. Dick Clark is taking the black dancers over to American Bandstand, and then Gerald, he pushed up on Ruby. I was surprised because Ruby seemed like she was a crazy motherfucker, right? She up at this record studio doing some payola for the mob or what have you, which is surprising to me since they trying to get out of LA. Why you got her doing payola in LA? But that's neither here nor there, you know. And Gerald basically told her ass, stay the fuck away from Don before I put a bullet in your head. Okay? And she was like, boy, don't put a gun on me if you don't fucking use it. I don't know what's going on with this kid. There's a kid that Ruby killed. You know, Ruby's like, he was fucking collateral damage. And Gerald was like, no, you killed that kid because you wanted to. It brought you joy and satisfaction to kill that fucking kid. I don't know who this kid is and why this kid is so important, but we're gonna eventually get that story, I guess, and get a better understanding of what's going on with Ruby and Gerald. But I was very surprised to see he pulled that gun out on her because he seemed like he scared shitless of her. He scared like he was scared of of Ruby. Okay, there may be some things that I missed. I don't know because I didn't take no damn notes. And y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all thought about this episode. And was I the only one when I saw the title of the show was called Fame that you thought Irene Cara was going to come out? It said Fame. I was like, oh, we finna get Irene Cara on this episode. Was I the only one that thought that? If I wasn't the only one, leave it in the comment section. And see y'all in the next video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.